Welcome back to Northeast Ohio Veggie Garden. Today we're going to be processing some of our green beans. We have a great harvest so far, and we expect more as the weeks and months go as we succession planted in some of our other buckets that have been cleared out, namely the potatoes. As you see here, what we're doing is cutting off the ends and cutting them in half into smaller bite-sized pieces so they're much easier to blanch and freeze. The blanching process takes about 2 to 3 minutes in boiling water that has been salted, and we'll get to that here in a moment, but we're going to cut them up and get them all ready for the blanching process. Green beans can store in the freezer for up to 12 months, so we'll have fresh green beans going into the fall and the winter. It's so nice to have fresh vegetables that we've worked hard for all summer throughout the winter, when our only option is either canned or what's being imported from other countries from our local grocery stores. We are growing 2 different varieties, one called Contender and one called Tender Green. We'll see as the time goes on whether there's any flavor difference between the two. Once we tip them and cut them up into little pieces, we put them in boiling water that has been salted, and we will process these for 2 to 3 minutes until they turn bright green. Once they turn bright green, we're going to put them in an ice bath. An ice bath is going to stop the cooking process and get it ready for freezing. So just dump them into a strainer or colander and then start dipping them in and out of the ice water. This will stop the cooking process and get them ready for freezing. Once we cool them down and stop the cooking process, we're going to drain them and then line them on a parchment or wax paper covered tray in a single layer, trying really hard so they don't overlap and touch one another. And then once we get them all in a single layer, we'll take them over to our freezer and let them freeze for 1 to 2 hours before taking them out and putting them into the bag.
A few moments later.
Once they are frozen for 1 to 2 hours, pull them out of the freezer, separate them off the wax paper, and put them in zip top bags. We're using the ones that are made for freezer, so they're a little bit thicker and will prevent freezer burn. And then we'll have great green beans for the next few months. If you enjoy this content, please tell your friends, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so as we put out more content, you'll be notified of what's going on in Northeast Ohio Veggie Garden. Thank you.